Greetings and grand rising, depending where you are in the world today. I am Zebi, Revered Minister. One faith, interfaith, one spirit, interfaith, and I'm also, like you, amongst many, many things, but I am also a high priestess of the Kemetic order. And my message to you today, chosen ones, and you know who you are, is emotions. So we're going to speak on emotions. I release strong emotions. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can easily access all my feelings. Let me bless and release anger, resentment, or bitterness. May I release any emotions that block happiness and contentment. So what does this mean for you, chosen ones? Well, on a wider scope, we know there's wars happening on the continent of Africa and in, quote, the Middle East, Israel, Iran, America's getting involved. Europe will want to get involved as well. Anger, bitterness causes war, death, and suffering to innocent people that are caught up in the crossfire. And then on a personal level, it's very, very toxic to hold all that negative anger and bitterness, because what you're actually doing is operating in a warped mindset and you're no longer mindful. You're just enraged to cause harm to another human being and consequently causing harm to yourself, because the mind will go off on a chatter and just think of negative things and, miserable thoughts, and this enacts on the body, because we're made up of the 4 elements and air is one of the elements, and our mind is governed by air, right? So your thoughts are quite powerful, and if you have thoughts of hate, anger, bitterness, that's what you're projecting outwardly, and under the law of attraction, that's what comes back towards you. That becomes your energy signature. So it's not good to hold on to negative vibrations like that. You need to release them. You need to function in your higher vibration, in the heart chakra vibration, the human vibration, and not the base vibration, which is animalistic, fight or flight, destroy, protect, survival, instinct. They're primal emotions. They're not intellectual, higher purpose emotions. So there is one way I know how to release. There's many, many ways, but a very simple ways, and no, I'm not going crazy, is called the hissing. And it's like throwing a tantrum. And basically what you do, you just, and just do what you feel and hiss out all that anger, hiss out all that resentment, hiss out all that bitterness, balance yourself, center yourself, right? And then compose yourself, and then function from your higher thought projections, which is the higher self. And you actually do change the energetical vibrations, and you learn after time, if you're not already doing so, to control your own thoughts. And then you become the master of your own life. I know some people will go to therapy. Some people like to do boxing, and sports and all those things, because it does raise your vibration. But whatever you're doing, you need to do it with intent and purpose. Okay. So, emotions, cultivating positive emotions. I think that's my main message to you today, chosen ones. Okie dokie. So let's see what the cards have to say. And which one shall I go for? On emotions, and how best to have a higher vibration, to cultivate prosperity and abundance in your life. Every human being wants, or should, if the mind is not corrupted, the best for themselves and the best for their loved ones. And if you're in a relationship, and it does happen, and you're governed by your baseline emotions, well, that's quarrels, arguments, power struggle, and not seeing eye to eye. Oh, lovely. This keeps coming up. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Actually, I think I'd better take these two. Hangman upright. Queen of Wands. Okay, so what does that mean for you, chosen one? Because we did start with emotions. So the Ace of Pentacles, I call that the gift from the heavens, new beginnings, new starts, anything you want. A wish that is going to be fulfilled in all areas of your life. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So that tells me it's to do with emotions, love, wanting positive union, stepping into union. Queen of Cups is very sensual, very, very loving. Doesn't always think logically. The energy of the Queen of Cups operates from the heart chakra. Very loving, very, comforting. Not an energy to go to for advice, because, like I said, they allow their emotions to rule their head. And then we have the Hangman upright. So there's nothing actually stopping you. The only thing that's probably stopping you is yourself. You feel you're not ready, or you feel you haven't got all the tools or equipment that you require that's in place. And then we have the Queen of Wands, the Sorceress, the Magician. Very prosperous, self-assured and confident. Fire element, action. Right, so relationship reading. Ace of Pentacles, you're about to be given a gift, or you have received a gift of new beginnings, passion and desires being met. The relationship could be with family members, friends, significant other, work colleagues, business agreement. And then we have the Queen of Cups, heart desire. So whatever this gift is, it is your heart's desire. You might not be very practical or logical why you want this, but it is a desire that has been granted. Now you've been given this desire, right? You're contented, you don't know which step to take next. You don't know if it's the right action, or maybe it came too easy, or maybe you've got it, you don't know what to do with it. And then we have the Queen of Wands, fire, taking action, being in control of your own destiny. Right, so what does this mean? I am picking up that you have received something that was just a dream, that you didn't think you would ever receive in this lifetime, even though you was working towards it. I suppose the doubting Thomas sort of effect. And it was gifted to you. You received it, probably took you by surprise. And yeah, probably giddy-headed, very grateful, very gracious, but also very emotional about it and excited about it, and not realizing that you have to put the work in. Anything we do in this life, on this planet, you have to put the work in it, especially when it's to do with a divine gift. And then we have the Hangman, where the Hangman is upright, the Hangman is thinking, the Hangman is ready to take that leap of faith, because the Hangman now knows, well, you now know what you need to do to keep it moving. And then, yeah, Queen of Wands, taking that right action. So you have that firm foundation. It cannot be knocked down. It cannot be knocked down. Whatever this is for you, right, it's unbreakable. It's actually unbreakable. Right. So what else can we find out about this relationship? Let's take an oracle card. Yeah, I know some of you have suffered coming out of narcissistic relationships, unhappy in work circumstances, took a choice of studies that you realise wasn't quite who you are, but it's a stepping stone to something greater. So, what do the stars have to say about this gift that you have received, or you're about to receive? This gift from the divine. Okay, too many there? I just want one because it is an oracle. So we have, a new hearth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So that's all you need to do, right? Hiss out the doubts, hiss out the resentments, hiss out the bitterness, hiss out the anger, and hold the vision. That childlike vision. Hold on to it. You know, childlike energy. Because the vision that we've pursued through our teenage years and our more mature years is a vision that you held onto from childhood, believe it or not. So let's get some more information on holding the vision. And as a chosen one, yeah, sometimes it's hard to hold the vision, especially with when things are not going right and what's going on in the world. But it is actually a cleansing and a clearing of the way, to be honest, sad as it is, but it is a clearing of the way. And I like to believe there's no real such thing as death, because we all reincarnate or incarnate, you know, we come here numerous times. So a new earth, let's find A begins with, and I will read this. So, a new earth is happening. So keep holding the vision. Do not give up now. You are closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You choose to be here, to be part of this global shift, whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation. Keep going. It's happening. Do not give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Is it ever plain sailing? Ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Do not question yourself now. Do not waver. Dig your devotion deep, for if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've so carefully planted and nurtured grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. And the Starseed Soul Inquiry, how can you keep holding the vision? So think about that. How can you still keep on holding the vision? And one of the ways is to hiss out all the negative emotions. Keep your vision clear and focus. Okay, and I'm going to stop there because I always do brief messages. And if it resonated with you, please do give a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, or even share. And in closing, I am an African, and like you, I am also a chosen one. Therefore, I have greatness, love, and abundance within me, around me, and every place that I go. Divine oneness, hold the vision. Peace out.